Lesson 12 Life Process. There are various activities take place in the body of living organisms for their survival. All the living beings need food, breathe and transport various materials in the body. Similarly, they remove the metabolic wastes and reproduce their own kind. The activities that are performed by living organisms for their survival are called life processes. The main life processes that take place in the body of living organisms are nutrition, respiration, internal, transport, excretion and reproduction. Here we are discussing transportation, excretion and respiration in living organisms. Transportation and absorption. All the animals need food to survive, with which they get energy. Similarly, plants also prepare food in their leaves by using water and carbon dioxide. Different tissues in the body need essential nutrients and oxygen. Cells in different tissues produce unwanted substances during respiration and other chemical process. So, in the body of unicellular or multicellular organisms, essential nutrients and unwanted materials produced in the cell have to be transported from one part to the other part within the body. Transportation in unicellular organisms. In the body of unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, chlamydomonas, transport system is not well developed. They have no blood. So, blood does not play any role in transport system in these organisms. These organisms have cytoplasm in their body. They get essential nutrients by the movements of cytoplasm. The exchange of gases in their body is done by diffusion process. Digested food is also excreted by this diffusion process. Transportation in multicellular organisms. Transport system is well developed in the body of multicellular organisms. Essential nutrients, water and oxygen needed by the cells in different parts of the body are supplied by the transport system. Similarly, carbon dioxide and other harmful substances produced during metabolism are also carried to the excretory organs by transport system. Transportation in plants. Developed plants have conducting tissues. Xylem and phloem are conducting tissues in developed plants, and they act as tube for transporting water and food materials from one part to the other part of the plant. Absorption. Water is absorbed due to activities going on in roots. Absorption of water occurs with the help of energy in the form of ATP, which is released due to metabolic activities of root cells, such as respiration. Absorption takes place against concentration gradient, even when the concentration of cell sap is lower than that of soil, water, roots, stems and leaves. However, mainly the water is absorbed by roots. The area of young roots, where most absorption takes place, is the root hair zone. Transportation and absorption in animals. There are different types of animals in nature. All the animals do not have same mode of nutrition and other body mechanisms. So, they have different modes of transportation and absorption in their body. There is no well-developed transport system in the body of unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, etc. Blood circulatory system in human. Blood circulatory system plays an important role in the body of organisms. Essential nutrients and useful materials need to be transported from one part of the body to the other part. The blood transports these essential nutrients, oxygen and hormones, to the different tissues of the body, and also transports unwanted and harmful substances produced in the body to the excretory organs. Blood. Blood is a red fluid which circulates around the body through blood vessels. Blood is red due to the iron-containing pigments called hemoglobin. Blood is composed of plasma and blood cells. Plasma is a yellowish transparent liquid. It contains 90% water and 10% other substances like carbohydrate, protein, fat, salt, etc. The plasma helps to transport the nutritive substances dissolved in water. It also carries the carbon dioxide gas produced during respiration to the lungs. It helps to carry urea from the liver to the kidneys and hormones secreted by the endocrine glands to the tissues. Heart. The heart is an important organ in our body. It is made up of cardiac muscles. The heart pumps blood from heart to the different parts of the body. The heart supplies oxygenated blood to the cells through blood vessels. The heart also helps to collect the oxygenated blood from different cells, send it to lungs for purification, and then transports again to the cells. In this process, many nutrients and waste products in the cells are transported. The heart is a strong muscular organ. It is situated between two lungs in the thorax. It is enclosed in a membrane called pericardium. Blood vessels. The heart pumps blood through vessels. These vessels carry blood to the different parts of the body. There are three types of blood vessels. 1. Arteries. The vessels which supply blood to the different parts of the body are called arteries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood to the body. The wall of the arteries is made up of thick muscles, and so, it can bear great pressure of the blood. Arteries have no valves. Arteries divide into branches in different parts of the body. These divided arteries are called arterioles. Arterioles also branch into smaller capillaries when they reach cells and tissues. These capillaries carry oxygenated blood and dissolved salts and sugar to the cells. 2. Veins. The vessels which carry blood to the heart are called veins. Veins carry deoxygenated blood to the heart. They have thinner wall than that of artery with valves. Capillaries collect blood from tissues and carry to the heart. 3. Capillaries. The branched vessels which reach the different tissues of the body are called capillaries. Half of the capillaries collect blood and carry to the veins, while the half capillaries carry blood from arteries to the tissues. Blood circulation. The deoxygenated blood collected from different part of the body reaches to the right auricle of the heart via superior and inferior vena cava. The right auricle contracts and the blood flows to the right ventricle through tricuspid valve. When the right ventricle contracts, the blood reaches lung through pulmonary artery. In lungs, the blood gets oxygen and leaves carbon dioxide. The oxygenated blood, i.e. pure blood, is carried by pulmonary vein to the left auricle. Excretion. In all living organisms, various life processes, metabolism, take place in order to conduct daily life activities. Such activities not only produce useful materials, but also form some waste substances. The waste materials produced are called excreta. Carbon dioxide, urea, uric acid, ammonia, excess water, etc. Excretion in animals. The lower aquatic organisms like amoeba, paramecium, hydra, sponges, etc. do not have any special organs for excretion. They excrete the waste products from general body surface into water by the process of diffusion. Skin, nose, mouth, lungs, liver, large intestine, kidneys, etc. are the main excretory organs. Excretion in plants. Plants have different physiology than animals. Plants do not have special organs for excretion. Plants are producers and they synthesize all their organic requirements according to demand. 3 of the waste products produced by certain metabolic activities in plants, that is oxygen, carbon dioxide and water, are raw materials for other reactions, and excess of carbon dioxide and water are used up in this way. Respiration. We need energy to do different types of work and to conduct other life processes. Food taken by us supplies energy to our body. Different types of organisms get food by different methods. There are autotrophic and heterotropic nutrition. The food taken is broken down to release energy by a process called respiration. Breathing mechanism in animals. There are different mechanisms for inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide in animals and plants. Animals contain some specific organs for respiration to perform different mechanisms as requirements. Mechanism of gas exchange. Gaseous exchange, i.e., intake of oxygen and output of carbon dioxide, always takes place at the respiratory surface. The respiratory surface may be a skin, a gill or lung. Usually gaseous exchange takes place by simple diffusion. Importance of respiration. All systems, from cells to ecosystem, require energy so that they can work. The energy stored in food is made available to cells because of respiration. Complex organic molecules are broken down into simpler form with the release of energy. The released energy is captured by molecules in the form of adenosine triphosphate, ATP. ATP is energy carrier of the cells. The rest of the energy is lost as heat.